Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast. As I bring Catherine in for another World Cup watch along. How we doing, Catherine? How's things basically as the national anthems ring out in LA for Belgium versus Spain?
Oh, doing good. Feel like I'm sweating my ass off, but
Welcome to my world.
I yeah. No, I was outside for a little while. I'm dog sitting. And so I'm in a very different location in case you haven't noticed. I have no Arsenal anything behind me. I'm also coming to you live from my new laptop. So
Oh,
we're gonna see how this goes. So I don't know. Could be a good one. Hopefully a good one.
yeah, it's like one or two ways. He's either going to be the most one-sided dead 0-0 in the world in terms of Spain have all the ball but and lack end product, or Belgium pull off a shock and it's still a dead run of the mill World Cup game we had this World Cup. I mean, yesterday, obviously, I know you weren't here, but it was obviously me and Tom, and behind the two goals, nothing. It was like, can someone please turn up at this point and actually
Yeah.
give us a performance?
Who
But
played
yeah,
yesterday? Oh, France and Morocco, right?
France Morocco. So
Yeah, yeah, and then
whoever wins
France won it in
this,
the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes,
yeah,
something like
and
that.
whoever wins this plays France in the semis. Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of forgot who played yesterday. That's yeah.
yeah, yeah. Teams are just
Uh
Belgium wearing their bubble gum kit. I called it in terms of the pink, the blue, sort of immersive, like you say, the pink circles of spears, and that the bubblegum blue, basically. And
um
that's
just wondering, did you know that Manchester City signed Neve Charles today, or have all you
did.
heard is the wonderful world-class fullback signing of Ona Battier to Arsenal?
I did. At lunchtime for the Barty, and about the last couple of hours, it's been officially announced by both Chelsea and Man City that Chelsea have offloaded one of their senior players to Man City and strengthened them.
See, that here's the thing though. Manchester City, it is now, I think, the second season in a row, have decided to update their Manchester City shop, personalized jerseys,
Hmm.
um, with players that may or may not have signed their contracts but have not been announced yet. Neve Charles was on there at the same time that Beth Mead was, like when Beth Mead was announced.
Yeah.
Neve Charles was put on there. I think I saw that she went for. I mean, City had to pay for Neve
Hmm.
Charles, but
Yeah.
Gav, don't worry, you got a free signing out of McSnake. I mean, I don't know about you. I would rather have kept Neve Charles. Chelsea through and through,
Yeah.
and
Sorry, one sec.
like was going to get the presumptive um first choice spot for left back, and
Hmm.
she got snubbed out of that when they brought McCabe. And honestly, I don't fault her for wanting
We
to
got
leave at this
we,
point.
we got a nibble. We got a nibble.
Yeah. I
Again,
mean, but
Gav.
but you received money for her. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't a
Not
free
something,
transfer.
yeah. But
Something's better than
Everything's
nothing.
okay at Chelsea, Gav. Everything's okay. He's just doing it slowly. Arsenal and Man City are doing their business now and getting ready for a new season. And we've got time to do it, but we're doing it ready and now. You haven't got the time and you're taking too much time. And you're weakening yourselves. And you've got Lucy Bronze and McCabe as fullbacks. Good luck. Oh dear. Yellow card FC and retirement home basically in terms of she's using it as a retirement basically in terms of Lucy Bronze.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say the Arsenal Women's Chat Show is finishing up a podcast here. Um, my services were not required today. Um, but the interesting part um about all of these signings that Arsenal have been making is they are not for 1 year or 2 years. Like, uh, Jerry and I think Jerry's 5 years straight up.
I
I
think
think
so.
Ona,
Yeah,
yeah, I think and Ona is 4+1. I think Stanway's something like 4+1 or 3+1, something like that. Like,
these are long contracts, by the way. For the women's for anyone that's not been in the women's game or just getting into it, the norm really is like two with an option of a third. Normally,
yeah. So to be seeing Arsenal going out with 4+1, 5-4 straight up, like uh, it's honestly a huge deal. And you know what? I'm extremely excited for. Oh God, I'm at 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh God, this could be so far behind.
it's 15 seconds.
Yeah, no, 'cause there's a delay on this kickoff. There we go, 20 seconds.
Could be worse. Could be
Yeah,
worse.
it could be worse. You're right. I could be a Chelsea fan waiting for the Yets to come to fruition.
That was it can set up for like that, Gav. Sorry,
I
Gav.
mean, you've signed what, 2 players so far, linked to a third. 'Cause I think you did buy someone from the NWSL who played for the Courage. I'm gonna look that up.
Right,
Let me
Chris.
find Chelsea.
By the way, we yet again, like last one, we are live
Hi.
on TikTok, so we need to curb our. Hence, why my drink is in this. So you can't because once upon a time, when I was doing the TikToks, doing live, but via my phone on TikTok, the drink I'm drinking was in a glass. I recognised what it was, and there was a pain in the ass dealing with it afterwards. So
Oof. Um, I need to turn this down some, just because I can't understand what they're saying. I'm gonna spend more time trying to figure out what they're saying than anything else.
Danny Elmo, Danny Elmo, Danny Elmo. He misses. Oh, yeah. That's what it's basically saying. Basically, let's be honest. Let's
I
be
mean, the fact that I'm so far behind, then
no, no, literally.
Spain just took.
In terms of what I said, it's taking the piss in terms of that's been Spain's World Cup, all possession, no end product for the most part, anyway.
Yeah, Spain haven't scored that many goals
Mm.
for being this like. I mean, if you look at the players on paper,
When you,
such high attacking prowess,
yeah,
and they've
especially what's that?
they've had how many goals?
Oh, yeah, you're asking.
I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Especially when you're comparing it to 2 years ago at the Euros when they were the swashbuckling all out attack. Scott,
0, 4, 5, 6, 9, 9 goals, and then you had Germany who scored 10 in the group stages.
yeah,
You had France, I think, who or the Netherlands scored 10 in the group stages. Sweden scored 8 in the group stages. Well, Gav, because we know that you can, we know that we can take the piss out of you. That's why.
the thing is, Gav, it was all up in war. You're happy to do it to us and up when we first started this. You first come across this channel and all that, and you're having your little blissful moments under your own ownership. Not our fault. Your owner had to set up, and then the government gave you the worst possible owners in the world that ain't got a clue what they're doing of. Not our problem. It just so happens in the time frame that we've become what we've become again, and we're back. Not our problem.
I mean, there were some people saying on on the chat show
Mm.
stream, and I mean, I've it's nothing that I haven't said either. Based off of the signings and who has not even the signings that have been made or that teams have been linked to, but taking into account who you already have on your squad, it
Mm.
really is looking like taking into account the ingoings and outgoings and the current squads. I think you really are still just looking at a Manchester City versus Arsenal in the top two fight.
Mm.
And honestly, on paper, all of the big names and all of the experience, London City Lionesses should be up there as well. on paper. Actuality is a different thing, but United have done some solid business and have, but so for me, that's kind of like the current squads, the in and outgoings, and the quality of those players. I think you're really looking at those four as being like a top four.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that any of the players that Chelsea has been linked to and or have signed, um, they don't have a replacement for Sam Kerr, which they desperately needed.
Mm.
They're wanting to get rid of Myra Ramirez, or Myra Ramirez is wanting to leave Chelsea. And she was Sam Kerr's replacement after she had done her ACL.
Yeah.
So she's wanting to leave. So you're not just having to replace your irreplaceable striker, you're having to replace her backup as well. And you're going to say, oh, well, we have Aggie Beaver Jones. Honestly, though, does Aggie Beaver Jones, is she up to snuff and up to par? And can she be a one-for-one replacement for Sam Kerr?
And they'll Aggie Beaver Jones thing, with all due respect, the fact that a 17-year-old academy Arsenal striker last summer got in ahead of her in the senior team in a major competition like the Euros and had a major impact more than she did, I'd be asking questions of a Chelsea fan in terms of have they overhyped her a bit too much in terms of Aggie? I think she can be good, but is
Yeah,
she Sam Kerr
wait,
level?
hold on, Gav, you can clip this. Chelsea will not finish in the top three this season.
Oh dear, especially London City now what they've done.
London City, they're. I think that they could challenge Brighton the most,
Mm.
and they could even try and challenge for that fourth spot,
Yeah,
which is extremely hard to do when you look at the last 5 seasons. And okay, where did the top three finish? Where did fourth place finish? And then it became, okay, where did the top four finish? Where did fifth
fifth.
spot
Yeah.
finish? I think in the 23-24 season there was a 20-point difference between um uh fourth and fifth, and Brighton was in the fifth spot. So I mean, I think I know she was probably just saying the words because media training and
Mm.
everything. But the fact that Alexia Putellas had still said joining into the NWSL, which is the most competitive league, says a lot. Now,
Yeah.
like for me, when I think of competitiveness of a league, I'm thinking of title race, top two or three in the league, their point spread, and then is there lots of change between who finishes top, who doesn't? Like, is there some fluctuation? And by that, the NWSL is the most competitive because there's a lot more variant. You're not seeing a lot of back to back or back to back to back or back to back to back to back to back to back to back league winners. You're seeing a lot more variation and a lot more competitiveness.
Yeah.
However, if you're talking about just the of all the leagues in Europe, you're really looking at the WSL. Could argue the WSL too. Um, and I think you could even say what, like the um
So I just said,
I think Laura had mentioned like the Scottish league can get pretty competitive in the women's game.
I was just I laughed at a little giggle there. Is what Gav's last comment. Tell me you're bitter and twisted about telling me you're bitter and twisted.
Yeah, yeah.
Never finish above you.
All right, we're gonna.
Gav. Four. By the way, earlier week it was at 2. Yeah, we said make it 4 out of 5. In terms of the signs we know of for our girls. Just saying. But by the way, is that
Wait. Can
none
you
of this
can
is
you put
okay?
in the private chat who number
Okay.
5 is? Because I'm blanking right now, and we aren't gonna be spilling the beans on anyone.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course, obviously. That's what I'm saying. 4 out of 5, and we've got more to come.
Wait, no, I'm blanking on who's the number 5.
Oh no, if I can ask it. Oh,
Um, I just put it in the private chat on here.
yeah, Jen. There've been so many. No, they've all been the worst kept secrets in the world. Like, in terms of we're the favourites, they've turned this one down, they've turned Chelsea. Again, ironically, some of them didn't turn Chelsea down. Told Chelsea to piss off.
I mean, um,
Look,
I put it in the restream private chat to see if that is who you're talking about. 'Cause that's what I think. But here's the thing. Arsenal, we knew
yeah,
we've been calling for a strong transfer window, and we're getting that. Um,
it does ring.
and
Sorry, that name does ring the bell. By the way, yeah,
yeah, that one's, I believe, not a free transfer from what I've seen.
yeah, a little bit of money here and there. We spent 1 million last year, so
Yeah, a million on three players. Sorry, one player for
yeah,
three.
I know, but still,
Um, so so we've signed four. Our fifth is another strong rumor likely happening. This one is for a fee, not for free.
mm,
And then um, business for more. Arsenal are still looking at center backs. Um, because our gentle giant of Katie Reed will not, let's be realistic, probably won't be anywhere close to fully match fit until February or March. Um, but Arsenal need us, if all, so we have the four, we have the rumored five. Arsenal need, it is guaranteed that they will be going in for a sixth player, which will be a goalkeeper, because UEFA regulations dictate that they need a third goalkeeper for the Champions League. So that's already a guaranteed.
I mean, in terms of the men's team, Gav, we had the four people of Man City there. Liverpool, we all expected to, but they bottled it.
And then you had Man City, who is Man City asterisk, Man City asterisk, Man
Yeah,
City asterisk, Man City double asterisk, because, well, we didn't break the rules this time around, but we benefited by signing players from when,
yeah.
in the cheating years, because they wanted to come to a title winning team.
Well, I think this season, again, assuming Arsenal get things right in the incoming side of things and a couple of outgoings, it's set up for us. It is perfectly set for Arsenal, the men's team, to defend the title successfully. In terms of, you've got Liverpool in transition, you've got Man City in transition from a manager side of things as well, like Liverpool. Chelsea in transition because it's Chelsea, constantly in transition. Let's be honest. If it's not managers to play, if it's not one or the other, it's both.
When aren't Chelsea in
This is
any sort of transition, though? And
that's
and
what
I'm not. Don't come at me for trying to take a dig. I'm not. I'm genuinely
that's
asking,
stating
because
facts.
I think I had done the count at one point between Chelsea and United, and I think Spurs as well, of, like,
Mm.
the number of managers since
Uh,
um
Even since Arteta's been around.
and like, and it was not just, managers. It was straight up managers. It was, okay, were any of these player managers? I went off of Wikipedia, and I mean, I think I think United had the most at like 18, but Chelsea had 16. So, like I am genuinely asking, when aren't Chelsea in transition?
Exactly. And you've got Tottenham at Tottenham. Newcastle is in free fall as we speak. Literally, even their captain's like, I want to go to Arsenal. You've got, I mean, Aston Villa's the only team that's sort of sustainable. But even then, one of their best players wants to come to us. And then, again, it's Unai Emery. Just saying, as well. There's no, again, at Man United, we Michael Carrick, again, it's transition there. They're still trying to build a squad to get to where we are. And this season, they're going to have European. They've got the Champions League to deal with as well now. It's not like it's like one game a week. That's it.
I
Midweek.
mean, I mean the fact that by, I think, um the end of January, maybe mid-February, Arsenal had played more games than United would in the entire season,
Said a lot.
was shocking. Like,
Yeah.
United capped out at 40 games. So, of course, like, And I had asked Liam during the Canon and Friends shows, like, in your opinion, do you think that that United would be performing as at such a high rate, being that high up on the Premier League table, if they were in more than one competition? Because they got knocked out of the Carabao Cup in the first game, or in the first round. They got
Yeah,
knocked out of the FA Cup in their first round.
yeah.
So, and honestly, that could be Chelsea next season. If you think about it, they aren't in the Champions League. They aren't in Europe. So they have the Carabao Cup, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. Could they yeah, I mean, yes, they could go out in the FA Cup after only playing one game. I don't think they will, but I mean, I still think that Chelsea are going to cap out at like maybe 45 games in the season.
Okay, yes, give or take, yeah, one sec. This game, again, what did I say about this game before kick-off? One team's going to have
All
all the
possession and no threat.
yeah. Again, we could, but it's all at this moment in time. It's all the if buts and maybes. We are currently going off on the 10th of July, 2026. You could just go on quarter past 8. We're going off the fact of the here and now.
I mean, and this is where like I will stand by my statement. Depending on who Manchester United draw first in the Champions League, if like if their first Champions League game is against someone in pot 1, and if they lose that, Carrick is getting sacked. And I will stand by that statement. I think Carrick will be extremely lucky if he gets to November. And there's I think one international break. I think he'll be lucky if he makes it to the second international break, which is in November.
The irony is, go, we ain't got nothing as it stands. Again, on the date of the 10th of July, 2026, at 17 minutes past 8, we have nothing to worry about as of yet.
I mean, the only thing that we have to worry about is our fucking goalkeeper situation.
Well,
Because
dependent on what happens.
if we do sell Kepa, I don't
Yeah,
want Meslier to be the second choice keeper. And I know that like, oh well, yeah, we brought him in to be third choice. Well, he's gonna be second choice
well,
if
then
Kepa leaves.
if Kepa, if they let Setford, obviously, from what we've been told, if Setford goes out on loan in the meantime and then Kepa goes, they're going to have to go back into the market and get another goalkeeper one way or the other. So they may as well just get a competent number two rather than give the league reject a chance to ruin our season from the domestic side of things.
All right, 17
Gav,
minutes in,
yeah,
and there have been 3 shots.
Gav, you said Coke won't be sacked, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the bigger legend at United. It took longer for him to get to that point, but even he was sacked. That fan base is so Jekyll and Hyde is unbelievable. So let's be honest. If they have a bad start to the season and they don't get
Head
out
injury.
and they fail to qualify for the knockout round of the Champions League, he will be on thin ice, if not gone.
You wanna know what I'm excited to see though in the WSL? Now that we've officially announced Onabate signing,
Go on.
I'm really looking forward to her tearing Chelsea up. Because if you watch her
That's the,
clips from when she played for Manchester United, um, and what she was doing against the Chelsea players,
yeah, what is that?
and honestly, even if you were to look at the clips and see what she was doing like against Arsenal, like, I'm excited for that battle. I'll say that.
What's that? Clyde Studio says, Dave, that stadium looks so weird from the outside. Oh, the LA, yeah. Was it obviously Cronky's own it, so it's for the LA Rams, so hence why the look of the roof.
I don't think that's where they're playing because that's a closed stadium. SoFi Stadium's a closed stadium.
It also looks it looked familiar to the yeah LA, yeah, Los Angeles.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Why? I thought it was a fully enclosed. I bet it has a roof that opens and closes.
probably, yeah.
Oh, it's a permanent transparent roof canopy
There
that
you go.
completely covers the seating bowl and field.
Ah, there you go. Then that explains it.
But it's a transparent.
Yeah,
That's what makes it look funky from the outside
yeah.
because it's like having plexiglass. It actually seems more. It would be more like a greenhouse than anything. No, I don't. I don't think so. Gav has an interesting question.
Too old for this. As your fan base is worse, I mean, look at the way you lot treated Arteta in the Arteta. Don't start that crap. The Arteta in, Arteta out. We weren't part of that monarchy. The people are, but come on, Gav. Rivalry aside, it you again doing what you do on your channel. Look how quickly, for example, with Ruben Amorim. Look at the big YouTube. Obviously, because of YouTube, you do. Look at the big YouTubers that are doing. They're going live. Man United fag, glory, glory, Man United celebrating now and was going to bring him back to the glory days. Within 2 or 3 games, they're coming for his head. Like the entire fan base was on that, was on the precipice. The one or two are still like, no, no, no. Obviously, he's inherited a mess. Give him time. We're being reasonable at that time, and then it just got out of control. How quickly their toxicity just turns and goes, eh. Don't get me wrong, we ain't no fan base is perfect, but my days. Chris next says Kai Cast. I thought the same looked like a. I was on about the stadium. Looks like a computer game. Yeah, and basically, like boys and girls, A's and them. This is what the LA Stadium, the SoFi, what you call it, SoFi Stadium, is what the Conky Zone. This is effectively not completely the same, but effectively what they want to do with the refurbishment of the Emirates in terms of the modern look, not just adding a few extra seats and all that. I think they're even looking at they're even talking to the same architectures that helped put this stadium together basically and designed it all. They're saying a lot about this going 22 minutes. The hydration break hasn't hit just yet, by the way, but it says it all. We're talking about the look of a stadium and anything but the game basically. Yet again, that's sort of what's ad break, America. Good luck. See you on the other side. Leave the day down. They just start me breathe hot air on me. That's what I one, is it?
Imagine being desperate enough to that you need $30,000 that you put $220,000 on call sheet with the prediction of the scoreline not finishing 1-0 to Spain. Because the max payout is going to be 250, so it's a $30,000 profit. Imagine being that desperate for $30,000 that you're putting $200,000 into a prediction betting thing.
Oh dear, strange things have happened, and yeah.
I mean, the strangest thing that I've seen in the last 3 minutes scrolling through X was breaking news from BBC World News BBC News. They posted it 40 minutes ago. The my credit scores changed. The king and queen welcomed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and the prince and princess.
I thought she went flying over. Okay. I knew
Well,
he's flying back, and he was staying at Buck House or whatever with Daddy, or maybe not Daddy.
the four
Yeah,
of them
yeah. I did.
came
Yeah,
over.
there was reports that's just staying put with the kids over in. Okay. But, let's see what info we
Yeah,
get.
that's what they had said was that um Prince Harry had come. Well, didn't he renounce? I thought he had renounced or something. But
Oh, I have no idea what's going on with that family anymore, to be honest. Oh, it's all one heap.
it was reported that he had come and then they weren't sure what she was doing and then well yeah, because all four of them were there.
Okay. Are you both happy about the links to Bruno from Newcastle? I saw he asked to leave. Yeah, it's been over the last days since it came out. We were speaking about it, but yeah, He's asked him. Basically, a verbal transfer request has gone in from him. He's saying he wants out, and the only club he wants to go to is Arsenal. Basically, we've heard that one before since Berta's come in. Seems to be a Berta thing. He has a nice little chin wag of him, and then suddenly convinces him to say, "Well, if you commit to us publicly, in terms of you go to your current employers and say, I've got Arsenal are interested in me. I want to go there. I've agreed terms. Da 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 da. No one else but Arsenal. That's when we go in with our bids. It's like we've got a football director that knows what he's doing off compared to the previous guy. But no, I'm happy with that. More than happy with that. We're acting ironically like champions. We're not doing what we've
I
done.
mean,
We're not doing what
I'll say I'm
years.
indifferent just because I, especially for transfers, I
Mm,
follow more of the women's side.
yeah,
So like it's a very controversial thing, but I am an Arsenal women's cheerleader first and a men's second, and I will follow much more closely with what's going on in the women's game than in the men's. But I will still be supporting and cheering on Arsenal as they defend and go on the defense of their Premier League title. I'm also still, very, very new to following football this closely. I mean, it's only been like 4 years, 5 years. I'm not a lifer like some of you lot. Spain have had 64% of the possession, 3 shots.
called it in that sense. Right, have all the possession. No, all that.
Yeah, I mean, Belgium have had 1 shot, but until Yamal's shot in the 21st minute, all 3 shots have been blocked shots. Yamal's just went wide, so I mean, we're getting absolutely nothing there. There have been 0 corners. It just means that the blocked shots have pretty much gone straight up in the air more than anything. I think it means that Zubi will actually finally get some rest in
Yeah,
rotation. Um, I think he was something like I think the third or fourth player since what 92, um, when it became whatever sponsor Premier League. The he first ever player to join in the Premier League and have their first season um have go 38 for 38. in games played.
Oh, we've got a goal. Fabian Ruiz has looked
Spain,
over.
Spain,
Oh, yay. Come here.
Poro, Yamal, back to Poro, cross, shot, block, or save, follow up.
Let's have a look.
I think everyone was on.
Just double checking now. He's hesitant to initially celebrate, and he's obviously gone
I
off.
mean,
Um,
unless there was a foul or a handball by a Spain player, it's gonna be a goal.
no, that's a goal. There's no issue there. Oh, I don't see no issue. There you go. Spain versus France, because Belgium ain't going to come back from this now.
Well, for this guy's $30,000, I hope that Spain or Belgium score a goal. Yeah, everyone is onside by a country mile.
Yeah.
Courtois does okay getting that first save, getting down and preventing the goal from Danny Olmo, but he needed his defenders to help him out just that little bit more.
Mm.
Because there was going to be no way that, I mean, all he could do was just get down to block the shot. He could not gobble the ball up and save it that way.
So the focus for the title, they have to be, as you said, everyone else is going through transition. And to be honest, you should dominate for the next 5 years. I won't go that far. We'll get again year by year, but still, we don't know how quick the transitions are going to take with certain clubs because some clubs it's just the manager side of things. It could be just take a year and they'll be okay, and then it's just boom, there's a bang head to heads and all that, or transition with a manager doesn't work out and it starts again and again and again. So it's just year by year at this point. A couple of years behind, sorry, a couple of years. Most of the rivals are buying your Cities and Liverpools on paper, but yes, that's on paper. But let's take that.
Okay, according to the bookies, you could say that this is their prediction for top five based off of the odds to win the Premier League.
Mm,
Arsenal, City, Liverpool, United, Chelsea. Somehow Spurs. Spurs are sixth.
mm.
So,
I think that's more hope than anything. That not.
but it's interesting. So you have Arsenal at plus 150. Then United are at plus 650. Chelsea are at plus 1100. Spurs at plus 1600. And then you have Aston Villa at plus 3000. So the bookies are saying essentially Spurs have are twice as likely to win the league than Villa, which I find very interesting.
Mm. One second, guys. Is there any news on Jenna Nineswaga on a getting her number 22? Is she gone? We should look to move on.
Um
Why are you so against?
so Jenna Nicewanger, she's still listed on Arsenal Direct as player number 22,
Yeah.
even though Ono was just announced as number 22. apparently the NWSL does not open, the transfer window does not open until the 14th or 15th of July, and I have a feeling that she's going to be coming back to the NWSL.
Yeah.
She's not going to be going back to Gotham. I think they're full up. Oh, good save there. Um, I think they're good defensively. I mean, could go to Boston. I think they need some help. From a defensive standpoint, Racing Louisville, Boston, Chicago are 16, 15, 14. I mean, could be going to Angel City. Maybe. I mean, and in all fairness to Jenna Nicewanger, and the ref gets in the fucking way. Of course it's Michael Oliver. Right?
Yeah, my Oliver, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Down.
and in all fairness to Jenna, it's not her fault that she never really played for Arsenal. I think her deal was pretty much signed right before Jonas left. It was very much almost to the completion before Jonas Eidevall left. And
Yeah.
I think she was very much a him signing rather than a Renee Slager's signing. I think she is technically considered Renee's first signing for the club. Um, but
Yeah, it's all
based off
good.
of the player profile that we've seen Renee now go after the last 12 months,
Mm.
Jenna was not a Renee signing, and maybe Jenna's going to end up going to San Diego, where um, Jonas is the manager there. All right, riddle me this: if it hits the patch, is it a handball?
I mean, on the sleeve, no. It's not meant to be anyway. But yeah, what's something again? Can you answer me this? Why are you so against Taylor Hines? What's she ever done wrong for you? She was brought in as an experienced fullback.
An experienced fullback on a free transfer.
Yeah.
Um, according to I think it's salary
So that
report or something like that, we
so,
aren't paying her all that much. Like, I mean, we're paying her a decent wage, but in comparison to other fullbacks and defenders, we aren't paying her that
and she
much.
and again she knew she was, even though she was the first choice and vice captain at Liverpool and all that. She knew coming to Arsenal she was gonna it was gonna be a fight that had to be a first choice in either fullback position. But she accepted it. She didn't kick. So then it's kicked off. She gets on with it. She does a job when called upon. And I could argue last season between her and Katie McCabe, 9 times out of 10, when we saw Taylor take the field ahead of Katie, Taylor did a better job and looked more of a fullback than the actual so-called first choice fullback.
No, Gav, the NWSL transfer market.
And so,
I think Chelsea did sign someone from the NWSL from the North Carolina Courage. It was either Chelsea or United, one of the two. I think it was Chelsea. If you can have outgoings in the NWSL if it's going to a transfer window that is open, like the WSL, but they cannot bring anyone into the NWSL until that window opens, unless it's some sort of free agent. Um, but Jenna, we will be getting paid for Jenna because her contract is not up. Otherwise, it would have been announced that her contract was up at the
because
end of the season.
yeah, because
Um,
sorry, Gav. Even though the window doesn't open until next week, technically, contract because there's contracts have been up since the 1st of July. You can start making, as we're seeing. Well, not just us with Chelsea, Man City as well, as proven today. You can start doing your business now. Make it an
the
official.
W the so the WSL transfer window opened June 16th. It's closing on September 3rd. Um, NWSL. I
But-
don't believe.
and
I
again,
do not believe that the NWSL opens that early, and that's why I think that's why we haven't gotten like we aren't seeing Jenna Gone yet because if she is going to the NWSL, she cannot come back to America until the American summer transfer window opens. You can, however, go out of America into Europe as long as the European window is open. And the European window has been open for almost a month now.
yeah,
That is the problem. That is why that is what we are seeing.
and that's why we're saying, especially if your season starting really early this year, because of the 1-1. We've got a game. We've got a game.
Oh,
Kevin De Bruyne, De Bruyne, number 17. No, not. Oh, it's a guy that scored against you guys in the
the
last round.
the leader dude, the
Yeah,
Kleiner,
the 11 with here, basically. Yeah,
the young kid.
yeah.
Oh, you gotta do better than that. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. David Raya would have made an attempt at that save.
They're very well actually saved it. That's the thing. Just saying.
When does the NWSL
I
transfer
know, but we don't
window
want what
open?
we want to wait. There's waiting a bit. And there's pushing it, which gives in your squad. And again, as of 20 to 9, no, 19 minutes to 9 in the evening here in the UK, on the 10th day of the win of July. Sorry, 10th day of July. Still no news on Hannah Hampton. We've
Yeah.
had a to put in perspective, Gav. We've had a 19-year-old boy entered as a wild card at Wimbledon, play every round to the semi-final today, get knocked out in straight sets today, but still get to the semi-final as a wild
Was
card.
that Ferry?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, did how is
Oh,
he out or not?
yeah, he was first up on the afternoon court. Centre court, sorry. First set went all the way like tiebreaker. Second, and in the second set he dug in, but just couldn't rake
He's 19. Imagine him being an unranked player. Because I
and
think
get
they
to
what
some
start at 50 or 100 or something like that. Being
mm,
unranked, making it that far. Um, I mean, I hate to say it, but
on your
imagine that
debut.
money. Imagine that money. Imagine
Yeah,
imagine now
sponsorships as
could be
well.
could be getting more in sponsorships now too. Yeah, so the NWSL transfer window, the NWSL secondary transfer window, because the NWSL started back in March. They have actually gone they started playing last weekend. They have gone on a longer summer break this year because of the World Cup. Um they didn't play through most of the group stages. They usually don't take that long of breaks. There are some because of the heat, but they are still playing in the peak heat months of July and August. Um,
Yeah,
but so season started in March, so the NWSL will see a lot more influx and a lot more transfer activity in the January transfer window because for them that is like the WSL and the European summer transfer window, the first one before a new season starts. Um, and then they do participate in this second in this in the summer transfer window, but because it's the mid-season one, they don't get as long as like the as like the WSL gets, where the transfer window opens Tuesday, July 14th, and it closes Monday, September 7th. So starting a whole month after the WSL transfer window opened. Um, but then on the flip side, their primary transfer window goes on for almost 2 months. From January, well, this year it was January 20 to March 16th, 2026.
hmm
And then so similar timing for 2020 for the 2027 season. Because the NWSL is a uh calendar year season. They don't cross over on the years on that. And I know it was rumored at some point that the NWSL would be transitioning to a calendar that would line up with the European season. However, I think one, they said it's going to be a lot further out time wise. Here's the offside. Was that Cucurella that was leading him onside? But the US, a lot of the teams get a lot worse colder temperatures than they do hotter temperatures, and
Mm.
you can manage an extreme heat wave in an extremely hot game. You cannot manage freezing temperatures and 3 feet of snow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing, it's just showing a replay now of the Belgium goal. Yeah,
Did I
David Ray
bite
definitely
my
saves that. I'm
tongue?
sorry, Vaya saves that all day long. So, Gav, whilst you're waiting, keep on quiet now. What's your plan for dinner tonight, Gav?
And while you think of that, Gav, I just opened X back up, and the first thing is a video of Ona going through her little welcome box, and there's this really shiny box that she received. It's got the Arsenal crest engraved into it. She's
Mm.
like, "What's this for?" And Claire Wheatley says, "Well, whatever you wish it to be. All the medals, the little gold medals that you're going to win next season." Ona says, "Oh, really?" And Claire Wheatley's like, "Yeah." But I mean, because I don't know if you watched her one video, with the meta glasses on, but she's approaching like the locker where her ring is sitting. It's that shiny ass box that had the ring in it.
Mm.
So it is big enough for any medals that she wins can go in that little box. I mean, there's enough in there for 4 or 5. We do have a corner. Is it a corner? Yeah, it is a
There's a
corner.
corner, and it's
And it's a shit corner, and it goes out for another corner.
it's, it's interesting in the next one, but still, I think, oh, saying that Spain got the ball, but no. Well, from an English point of view, they don't go, and that's the point. I think it's like exceptional circumstances, basically, where they're allowed to bring someone in the closed window period.
Cheeseburgers. Is a Sociobas. Oh, Chris Sale all the way. I'm sorry, did Roger really just look like he was afraid of the ball coming in to him on that replay?
Mm.
Because it sure looked like it.
And they've got a coming together of Danny Elmo and I don't know who else, but Oliver's asked the middle team to come on. Danny Elmo and Osby, yeah, number 21. Bloody,
Oh, Australian
yeah, that's the one. Tongue twister.
Mikel.
Mm. I mean, they're both up. They're both up, and they're both conscious. I don't know why Oliver shit the bed and went.
Because
"Hmm,
it is a head injury. It's cheekbone to uh, face bone. So technically, letter of the law, head injury, you stop the game.
oh yeah, stop the game." But the way he's like, he looked
Uh,
like they're the way he looked toward the bench, like they're both KO'd. Get on and get them on trip. No one came on in the end because they both got up. Go on, De Bruyne, to Dogu. Take him on. Oh, pass it, or just ball hog the ball, and then waste opportunity like that. Of course, he did.
Bow, ow. Hit my funny bone, guys. It wasn't very funny.
Oh dear.
But you know what though? I'm actually happy that David Raya is getting a proper rest though. I can't complain about that. The
Well,
only like for me the only downside to him not playing is the only way he's staying competitive is in training.
yeah, but
And I
also
mean even Zubamendi to that point, like Zubamendi is not,
yeah, half time.
yeah.
But even this is what I'm saying in terms of
But I'm okay with that.
yeah,
Zubamendi played a shit ton.
this is what in terms of Zuby and Ray are not playing so far in this tournament, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. In terms of Mendy, pretty much, and David Ray indefinite. It just means no matter how far Spain get, they could go away and win it because they have barely played. They can go off and have their 2 weeks off or whatever and come back before the season starts and be ready and raring to defend this title.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the title is, Gav? You won it if you nearly 10 years ago. Yeah, it should be 10. Would it be 10 years? It'll be 10 years ago. And, yeah, you're 9 years as we speak, so you'll be in double digits come May. Oh, eight. I for one will take to be a Chelsea fan. If that happens. Gav says
For
Spurs are
what?
closing loan with an obligation to buy for Liao called the Tottenham TV. So Tottenham doing Tottenham things and basically go, we'll pay for this guy, we'll
Oh
do it.
wait, sorry.
Timo,
Gav asked this question about the European transfer window being closed in February through March. Um it is the same reason or the same way that Guro Reiten left Chelsea to go to Gotham after the January window had closed. That's where I'm saying like the if you are leaving a club to go to a different club that transfer window is open, I believe that is allowed. It is like WSL to WSL you can't do outside the window. WSL to Bundesliga you can't do outside of the transfer window because they're closed. But if you are leaving and I'm not trying to like pick on Chelsea, it's just that is the most recent one that I can think of. I think even Jess Carter had left in outside of the WSL transfer window to go to the NWSL. Um and and I think that's the reason why we aren't like we again, I believe Chelsea signed someone um from the NWSL in the last week. And that was outside of the transfer window, outside of the NWSL transfer window, but it was not outside the WSL transfer window. So there is obvious things that are
Amen.
going on that make it even more confusing than it already is because
Mm.
I think like um Liga F that transfer window closes before the WSL one I think or something like that or just after. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like half paying attention to these comments from Gav. I didn't well cuz I heard you ask him about dinner and I didn't think that there was another chat and then he said cheeseburgers. And now I'm just seeing this other transfer
Comment.
thing happen. And I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why they they considered the NWSL changing um uh calendar start and end times is to even further align where you aren't seeing, a girl right and leave Chelsea with 6 weeks left in the Chelsea season to go join Gotham because the Gotham season is just starting. Um so yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
You lay down, just chill out. Fans right there, just relax.
What is the rice back problem he has been carrying through this title charge? Through your title charge? Oh, something I think. Oh, cool. Not as much as it should have been.
Let's play again because we don't rotated our squad properly throughout the season. Like Mendy. in terms of Zubi had a burnout. Rice is basically burning out back into the season. He started burning out. His fitness levels were on the floor. Going into that last international break, hence why he never played and got sent home from the international break early.
I mean, the
Because
fact that he was even called up was a fucking joke.
yeah, and I was still having because he played the last few games at Arsenal, so including the Champions League final after the international break. And again, because of the lack of rotation, buying the final game of the season where he got rested, buying that, um, we've seen the effects of the lack of rotation. Hence why I think part of the reason why we're seeing now Arsenal look at the players that they're looking at to fix that issue in terms of actually we've got the players and we've got the quality. Rotate. No excuses at this point. Even more no excuses, basically. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hence, as I say, he's got a bit of a twinge. Nothing, no surgery. Doesn't need surgery. It's just literally his body's shattered, basically. It needs rest.
Who's playing in his stead? Oh, wait. Is Tielemans injured?
I don't think he's on the bench.
Or did he just
Might, might be
Oh, he
suspended.
is.
Oh, he's injured. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Him and the Bast and then Onana with the ACL. Wait, let's see. Um Shit, they don't have it on here. I was trying to see like uh who's on the shit list of if you get a yellow card. All right, so this was brought up by and I saw it on X. Like when you get to the knockout stages, um do you think that the two yellow card rule should be changed to three? Because
It should be, yeah. Because amount of
because
games.
like they get wiped out after the group stages, they get wiped out after the round of 32. But then when you get into the round of 16 and then you get into the quarterfinals, two yellows in those games and you're done.
Yeah.
Now if you go 3 for 3 from round of 16 quarterfinal semifinal, then yeah, you deserve to miss the final. But two two seems honestly, two seems too short. But then again, I don't make the rules.
Mm.
But it does bring up an interesting like is is the two card thing actually valid? Because like when you eliminate them after like every single thing, what's the point of even eliminating them to begin with?
Yeah. Uh, but, I mean, knowing then they'll make some new rule up the next World Cup. They can get their heads around.
I mean, same way that every red card should, you know, during the World Cup, if you receive a red card, you can put it off for a year.
If you
Or
if you know the right people, let's be honest. If the right people have the right power. I mean, again, the fact they did that and then straight afterwards gave another player 2 game ban, basically, like you're taking the mick.
yeah.
Could you make it more obvious if you tried? We best stop overusing him then, Gav. This is the thing in terms of touch of squad. He's obviously he picked Saka. He's accounted for the fact that he's obviously got this issue, Saka side of things. So he's accounted for. He's managed it, so to speak, to this point. Whereas with Declan, because again we all know he loves Declan because he wanted him at Chelsea when he was at Chelsea himself. Um, he just wants, and obviously he's vice captain. He just wants to constant. And again, he knows the situation. He knew when he picked him the situation with Declan, but he instead of picking someone similar to him that can do not as great, but still do similar to what he can do on the pitch and rotate in certain games, especially in the group stages, instead of doing something like that. Oh no, Declan, you're playing 75, 80 minutes a game no matter what, basically. Especially if it's tight, you're playing the entire game. And
And
then,
because we can't see out games and get them done and dusted within the first 45, we do have to play you every single game.
this isn't helping, basically.
Yeah.
Hence the talk we're hearing, and the fear that obviously, from an Arsenal point of view, and even an England point of view, actually, because after this World Cup, the talk is that him, Saka, and
Saliba.
Saliba, we're not going to see them. From an England point of view, we're not going to see them until we're not going to see them for Arsenal until after the first international break, which is like 3.5 weeks, by the way, this year, the first one. Um, and Saliba as well after that. But from an England, so this will be the last time we see Saka and all that be picked for England for a few months now. And then from an Arsenal point of view, considering was it the first 4 games of the season, or the first 5 games of the season are done for the international break. So we've got. Just look at the start we've got in terms. We've got Coventry at home, but after we've got Villa away, Chelsea at home. I can't remember the other two, but there's 2 games there. The second match day 2 and match day 3, potential banana skins on their day. If Villa beat a banana skin because it's their first. It's Unai Emery, and it's their first home game of the season again, like it was a couple of years back. Chelsea's a London derby, but if they don't turn up and he doesn't have the squad he needs, and there's no morale there, that shouldn't be a problem. But we're going by the basis that maybe they back him, maybe the morale would be a bit better. We don't know. Other than that, we can get through that 5 day period unbeaten still. From Arsenal's point of view, we'll be fine. Obviously, it's just it's annoying, and this is where I go back to touch on his squad announcement, that he didn't cover all bases. He was picking and choosing.
Which was frustrating considering like which defenders you chose to pick and not pick. I'll put it that way.
Mm.
And honestly, he's now reaping what he sows because I don't think James is back to being fit. I don't think um what's his face is back to being fit, and now you've got your third choice out with a 2-game suspension. So defensively, you were already weak, and now you've just shit a brick and you're in a hole.
Yep, sounds about right.
You want to know what would be the absolutely funniest thing ever to see in the WSL next season?
Go
And
on.
it's because they released their new kit without a shirt sponsor. Um, and because they are a uh they wear Nike jerseys. London City Lioness's main shirt sponsor being Alexia Putellas's.
Imagine. Oh my. Oh yeah.
That would actually be kind of funny.
Chelsea, Chelsea would have a meltdown as well, but like, what about Paramount Plus? Why can't we have Paramount Plus? Dead like that.
Because Paramount Plus chose the better London team. All right, 62% possession, 9 shots, 3 on target, 16 touches in the opposition box, and have completed 268 passes with 3 corners. That is Spain. Um, 38%, 38% possession, 2 shots, one on target, 5 touches in the opposition box, and have completed 150 shots. Or sorry, 150 passes. 0 corners. That is Belgium.
Teams coming back out. England, Norway. What time is it? 10 o'clock kickoff goes, and maybe it might go. I might go live at 9:30. Depending on availability of others. I know Liam won't be around. He's away. He's going away with the family for a few days. So they're not going to see him until probably potentially final if we get there, or the if again assuming we get through tomorrow. At the very least, the Saturday game and the playoff game potentially worst case scenario. Whew, bloody hell, melting today. Till 20, it's 25. Bloody hell. Not shocked to be honest. I mean, it's just more reason for these the lots of Sky to justify bloody being part of the TV license basically. Because obviously the streaming side of things is going. Obviously took over to a point where, as I say, channels buying. We're seeing channels do what we see in America in terms of your film companies buy out certain other film companies. Those are differences. It's differences this time. It's just as I say, it's TV and basically financially looking after one whilst then reaping the benefits in the long run for themselves. But as I say, it's just another way of trying to justify to the public why they should be a part of the TV license and why we should keep paying for a TV license, basically. Let's not beat around the bush on that one.
What do you think of this whole Old Trafford to New Trafford business?
Well,
100,000 seat New Trafford, planned 350 meters northwest of Old Trafford and targeted to open in 2035. The current stadium will stay in use during the construction, though its long-term fate remains undecided. Around it, a new stadium district would add 15,000 homes, transport upgrades, public spaces, entertainment, and thousands of jobs throughout Trafford. I mean,
from the work and stuff.
like the reason I saw is Goldbridge is can get into my For You page just because it's football related, and he's like absolutely heartbreaking seeing them tear down Old Trafford for a new stadium, and I'm like, okay, but based off of all the videos and shit from this past season, it is more of a liability and hazard than it is actually about keeping things safe, keeping people
Leroy in the chat says, way it's going for us, I wouldn't be surprised if we get Bunmati. As we seem to have a magic bag, the way we are putting big names out of Wheatley's office.
I don't see it.
Don't want
Um,
to anyway.
I mean, yeah, she's not gotten up to snuff since her injury, and based off of some of the rumors surrounding her, it's more toxic player mentality, like more toxic behavior than what we actually need. I think we just got rid of uh one of the other toxic players that is kind of known to be um locker room dictator type situation. Like, uh,
Good luck, Gav.
um,
There's it.
I mean, I'm not trying to like undermine her playing abilities. Like, I think she's an absolutely fantastic player.
But there's
But
issues there, obviously.
you this past season, she didn't play enough for me to really like try and get a second beat on her. Um, and I mean, it's just I mean, honestly, like if we're talking about Barcelona midfielders, I would take Patrick Guijarro over Bonmati. And I mean that would well and truly allow Mariona to play more as a 10 or even out wide as a left wing, but uh, I mean that's just how I see it. The only other Barcelona player that I want is Selma Periuelo. Dynamic left wing, can apparently drop back and play as a left back as well. Oh wait, no, that was Esme Brutes. Never mind. But pacey left wing, can score goals, can cause havoc to back lines. Um, and she's a free agent. Oh, hi Kermit.
Say like you mean it.
I don't want Aitana Bonmati at Arsenal. I mean, but first and foremost, I'd take a center back
Mm.
over any more midfielders.
It's never.
Yeah, the whole Salma situation, like she wanted €1 million a year from Barcelona. Barcelona, I think we're gonna give her a pay increase of like I think 200 to 250,000 a year. 'Cause I think she was on like 135. So she would have been getting a essentially double her salary. We'll just call it double.
Mm.
Um, and she wanted 1 million, which was gonna be something like an 8x increase from where she was. And we know that Chelsea had the money to offer a player a £1 million contract because that's what they were going to be offering, or that is what they offered to Bunny Shaw, and she turned them down. So Chelsea had the money for that big signing, for that contract big signing. Um, but then Selma Periuelo turned down Chelsea. So she could have gotten the money there. So I don't think she's gonna be dealing with I don't think she's gonna be getting £1 million or €1 million a year. Um and I mean, rumor had it she was going to PSG after Leon had backed out, and now I think Leon are back in the fight for her because they don't want her going to PSG. Um Otherwise, like, she could go to London City. However, my big thing with that, one, they just brought in Alexia Putellas, who's gonna probably eat up most of their wage bill. Which, also, just a reminder, pretty sure London City had like a £10 million loss on their P&L this past financial year. Um, so they couldn't even afford that if they wanted to. Um, but she's something like 21, I think, 20, 21, somewhere around there. Between I'll say between 19 and 23. So she's not exactly at end of my career. And I think if she were to go to a Brighton or a London City, or really even a PSG, because PSG have been garbage lately. Like, I'm not talking about isn't just one season. I'm talking about consistently for the past three. Um, that she would actually be killing her career. Oh, shot deflected. Mark Cucurella was going to take it, then Yamal took it instead, and it got deflected out for a corner, I think. So if you think about high caliber teams that could allow Periuelo to continue to grow and provide great things going forward, you would be looking at Leon and you would be looking at Arsenal. I mean, you could say you're looking at Bayern Munich as well, but this is where you got to look at then current players. Leon don't really need a left wing. Bayern do not need a left wing. Bayern don't need a right wing either. The only team that truly need like more of an out and out left wing is Arsenal.
Mm.
So I don't know. Just one of those things, I guess, to be keeping track of and everything. Because that is going to be a very interesting saga. I mean, you could say, I mean, again, I think Chelsea could have been a good landing destination for her, but she already told them no, and like made it publicly known, like, yeah, I don't want to go there. So you can't go back on that and say, okay, yeah, I guess since you were gonna be offering me, 800 million, or sorry, not 800,
Yeah,
800,000,
I'll
yeah,
take that.
800,000 pounds a year, I'll take that, and they could very easily just come back and be like, well, you told us no, and so we're gonna drop that to 350. So
Mm.
yeah, I reckon that too, Leroy. Still no shots on target in this second
No.
half.
And yet again, Spain all the ball, no end product.
Yep. Total of 5 corners in this game so far.
Oh! I didn't pick that up. Play. Oh, sign that in. Oh, God, I love you, Leroy. I think Chelsea are in a shit situation more than we will know in public eye. Or me and Kevin have our opinions on that, as they don't seem to be very active a moment in the window, and Salma rejected them.
A lot of players, like Georgia Stanway rejected Chelsea.
Yeah,
Mona Battier rejected Chelsea. She could have been with her partner.
yeah.
Wait, no, sorry, we have to take that back. In the in That is 100% a joke, because in the press release written thing that Arsenal released on Ona, they said, here she is pictured with her partner at Wimbledon, and she loves, other than tennis, she loves rollerblading. And then they had to go back through and edit that, because it was essentially saying, I mean, I know that we're public, but we're not that public. Um, I mean, she could have gone to Chelsea. I think um Zelina Cherchi, she was linked to Chelsea at some point, and she said no. So
Well, that announcement again, when the announcement about Paul Green you mentioned there, I think we were live or just gone live when that announcement came out at the time, and we said, "Oh, that's a lot of the old god are getting outed here. This could be interesting somewhere ahead," and so far, been proven right again. Shock. Chris says, "I'm not sure if Belgium are defending well or Spain in the final third are just rubbish. I'll go the
yes,
latter. I'll go the latter."
yes,
Oh
I think
dear.
it's both.
No, again, Leroy, myself, Catherine, I've been telling Gav for weeks now, to the point where it feels like we're bullying him, but we're not. that, Chelsea are a dead number. Even tonight, we've been saying like you're leaving it way too late. You got your season
I
starts in
mean,
a week.
you're going to Australia for your preseason tour at
Whilst trying to qualify
the
for Champions
start
League.
of August. You're gonna be there for 2.5 weeks before you have to come play in Europe to qualify for the Champions League. And then a week after that, you start the WSL.
Hmm.
I'm actually going to look this up real quick. Chelsea women.
It does seem like, unless some sort of miracle happens with Spain's attacking, they start being clinical. This has got extra time written all over it because neither team is looking threatening enough.
I'm
Chris says,
not.
"What's anything from nice to be not behind?" Yeah, the
Wait,
one
it was
positive,
before Aggie Beaver
the
Jones.
main positive about having a Sky Q mini box nowadays is any game that's on ITV, BBC, or Sky Sports, I can watch live without being like 20 years behind you guys and vice versa.
All right, so Chelsea have made they signed Manaka Matsukubo from North Carolina Courage. Um, they signed her back on July 3rd, which was the same day that no, it was around the same time. No, yeah, it was the same day that we announced Georgia Stanway.
Yeah.
Um, so signed one player, gave Bronze a new contract, gave Aggie Beaver Jones a new contract, sold Joanna Rittenen Kaynord, um, Sam Kerr left. You signed some Alexia or promoted her or are promoting her from the academy to the senior team. Um, yeah.
Now, Gav.
Sold Neve Charles.
Yeah, Gav's not happy. By the way, we didn't bring it up. We were just responding to people in the chat having their opinion because people are allowed to have an opinion. Gav.
No, I mean I'm just stating facts. Like I I am pretty sure that Chelsea announced where their preseason was going to be taking place prior to them finishing third in the WSL
Mm,
because or maybe no, they announced it afterwards 'cause why would they announce it before? But it's the timing of it is for me extremely weird. Like you have finished third in the WSL and you have to go through qualification to advance into the Champions League proper. And you are choosing to go to fucking Australia for your preseason to play in two friendlies to then
okay.
and those dates have been published, good save there. Those dates have been published and the time in which you then have to then get back to England to then I think go to a neutral site where the rest of the Champions League qualifiers are being played.
Oh, oh.
You're SOL in terms of like travel time and fatigue. Danny Olmo to the box fouled. Are they no?
There's one
This is
player shouting
play
for a penny here. Like, again, I've got to see a close up here. Let's have a look. Ball gets played in.
Belgium penalty.
Or Rodri handball potential. I mean, it's handball.
Oh,
See them given, but they probably won't be given. Plays continue anyway.
probably won't because it's a City player.
Yeah, they got confused. The poor souls.
Good luck getting my address, Gav. I mean, at least as far as I know, Arsenal are staying in Europe for preseason, and
Yeah,
that's because Paris FC have announced that they're playing in a preseason friendly against Arsenal. Not that Arsenal have come out to announce that they're playing in any others.
no, I think we're sort of folks. It seems like we're sort of focused in house with our bloody incomings and all that.
Yeah.
Gav, we're living in the UK. If you don't notice, our weather's a bit too warm as it is. And by the way, it's the summer. What do you want warm weather training in the summer when it's their? By the way, Australia, it's their winter. By the way, so that doesn't even come into it. Warm weather training. That's like saying after going to after doing a pre-season tour of Antarctica. Oh, when we're training, it's freezing. It's literally freezing cold. There's snow and there's igloos. Literally, your men's team is coming to Ireland. But anyway, um, the Australia thing, like, why? Again, it's their winter. It's not even their summer. It just makes no sense. I don't even know where we're going for our overall pre-season games as a whole. Australia isn't in Singapore. Singapore or Malaysia isn't Australia, is it? How's the number 9 hunt going, Gav? And she's in Australia. Well, she's from Australia, but she's in back to the NWSL now.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kirk.
yes, that one. Yep. Uh, and Australia's full of Australians. I mean, these are Zoomin's words. Do not take them from what the people that Mr. Arsenal podcast.
Wait, what? I'm so confused. All right, Ryan, I'm sending you something on Instagram.
I've got to go up the Insta. I want that.
And it's very weird because
That's
it
something.
really looks like contract was signed 2 months ago, but pictures were just taken today
Look,
based off of the jersey. Like, am I going crazy? Like,
look. Look, this season's jersey, right? Or the season coming. Sorry, the
yeah.
season. Yeah.
So it's a series of three pictures, but the second picture, her
Oh,
signing
okay.
the
One sec.
contract.
Oh, one sec. One sec. Yeah, the lighting is a lot. The lighting's a lot different.
I think it's the 25, 26 top and then the 26, 27 top. Because those are two very different blues.
I think it's just the lighting. Whether they decided to set up. Hey, it's because it's the same shirt.
It is?
Yeah, because
It
you've got to
doesn't
remember
that I think
last
that's what's
season's
throwing me off is
last season's home shirt had the what's name going around the white strip going across. But in terms of, I think it's just a
must it must just be really bad, a really
yeah,
drastic change in coloring or change in
yeah. The
lighting.
colouring's way off in terms of the other two. Also, she just again compared to the first and third image, the second image she just looks vastly different.
Sorry. I forgot this is
So,
the country that will win the men's World Cup is hopefully Spain. The next trophy I want to win is the WSL title. My favorite stadium is Camp Nou. My favorite match day meal is rice and chicken. I'm most excited to play at London City with all of my teammates. I mean,
so
I think I
hold
think
on.
I think honestly though, like London City could probably put up like a good and proper run at the FA Cup. Well, I actually think more of the Subway Cup followed by the FA Cup, but
So at London City Lionesses, they nicked our legend for the announcement to do the announcement in Jen Beattie as a neutral, whatever. But she did employed her to do the announcement, and then they have the audacity to try and do a copy and paste of how we do our announcements. Cheeky sods.
Um,
Who was it? Was it?
well, I honestly do think that part of it is that she really only knows the WSL in the Champions League, and she's not going to be in the Champions League with London City. I don't think she knows the names of the FA Cup or the Subway Cup.
Hmm. Was which Man City won't be in it? Man City? No, oh, London City
No,
will be in it. London City will be in it. Sorry.
yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Arsenal, Chelsea, and City are not in the Subway Cup. Even if Chelsea fail to qualify for the Champions League, they are not allowed in the Subway Cup because it's if you qualify for
Yeah,
Europe.
it's like, how dare you be that good, you three? You're not allowed to be in a domestic cup competition next year now. Yeah, it would be ironic that the Chelsea got that third spot and then they don't qualify, and then not only do they not win Champions League for another year, but they're not allowed to defend their trophy from last season. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
jeez. By the way, Zoom, have you watched the rugby this weekend? And did you watch it last weekend as well? The new tournament thing that's got us, Australia, basically all the Six Nations teams, then Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and the All Blacks in. Nice and high and wide. From Ferran Torres. Oh, we've got a goalkeeper substitution for Belgium.
Oh, what's going on with Courtois?
I don't know, Courtois just going off. He's walking off normally. He's not like he's hobbling or nothing. I don't know what's gone on there. He's rubbing his eyes though with his shirt. But Man United's goalie Lamens is coming on in his
Oh,
place.
football commentary. Courtois is pulled up with a thigh injury after Belgium relieve yet more pressure from this relentless Spain
Ooh,
attack.
that could benefit if Spain can use that to advantage maybe now.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't. Yeah, for me, how he's acting as well.
Extreme
Like,
pain.
if
This is actually now Spain's time to strike.
yeah,
Strike while the iron's hot, as they say.
and also the way he's reacted there, they're going off. It's like he feels if they lose today, this will be obviously his last international game. He doesn't want to go, and that's the way he's gone out basically.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's a rule they brought in partway through last season that basically the top three teams from from the previous season aren't allowed to compete. Instead of changing the competition, the Subway Cup competition format in terms of making it a straight knockout competition instead of the group stages and then you had the quarterfinal, semi-final market we've had for the last 10 years. Instead of changing it to a straight knockout tournament to include and by doing so including the teams in Europe at the same time by doing so. Oh no! They keep the same format, but then excluding the top three teams from the previous season, starting from next season. So Chelsea, and City are now being punished for being good enough to be in Europe, basically, this season coming. Hence why we laughed when you won the Subway Cup. We all sat in laughing because there was a good chance at the time. Oh, actually, it was a 50-50 chance actually, technically, because United were actually doing well. That actually you weren't gonna, you might not be allowed to defend your title. Whereas here you are, you're not allowed to defend. Again, for me, they should have.
So yeah, I mean, like this was my hot take. Like when we got to the halfway point, well, a little bit past the halfway point, Arsenal had ended up having like 3 games in hand. Um, and if we won all of those, we would have been ahead, and the fight for third was between Chelsea and United.
Yeah,
Because Manchester United qualify or got into the knockout stages of the Champions League. I think for whatever stupid ass reason, they were like, "Oh, I guess we can go on to win it because we got out of the group stages. So we're gonna focus all of our energy and effort into the Champions League." When and because I was thinking based off of United's last um all of based off of their remaining fixtures and based off of Chelsea's remaining fixtures, I really thought that there was a very high chance that it could have gone down to the last day of the season
I
between Chelsea and United. That winner goes to Europe. But then United fell off because their players could not handle um playing every 3 days, I think. I think that ended up hurting them more than anything.
But by the way, Austin was in the live chat on TikTok. I went hi Austin. As soon as I said hi Austin, he left. I was like, that's nice. I remember that Austin, don't I? Oh dear.
Wait, no, why aren't you there we go. No.
Chris says the way Courtois is crying, he knows he's out of the World Cup, the whole World Cup. No, yeah, but we don't know the extent of the thigh injury. Yeah. Sadness Cup is a joke. Yep. 110%.
I mean, for me, the Subway Cup has as much credibility as the Carabao Cup. I don't really rate either of those competitions.
Mm.
They're both sponsored by some food or drink company. Oh, look at that. I'm the only one on your TikTok.
Yeah, yeah. Austin was like, I went, hi Austin, he went, I'm out, bye. So I was like, okay, that's nice.
Austin, boo.
They didn't even leave me a like Austin. Not even one like. Oh, there you go. Full house, 70,492 attendance at the SoFi Stadium. First time we've been run down. That's been run down after, right?
Lukaku coming out, punches being thrown, it seems. I just sent 237 likes.
More than that, because on my screen got 600.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm trying to get you to 700 there.
Oh, right,
I
okay,
just need
say
to
it's
know.
just,
All right,
yeah, yeah.
survive.
I'll let you know when you're close. You're not far off now. You're nearly there.
700.
Never there.
700.
Yay! Woohoo!
Come on. Cutback pass goes nowhere. Belgium are actually doing a pretty good job defending since Courtois has gone
Yeah,
off.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Leroy. In terms of this, in terms of what the format I suggested was literally just go straight knockout. No seeded, none of this malarkey, just straight knockout. You get who you get. Home, it could be at home, it could be away. It's a lottery. And come to semi final, have a two-legged affair semi final, home and away, like they do in the men's. Then have the final, and then have the final. Instead of having the final at random stadiums every year, get it to Wembley. Just
All
saying.
right, I just got you to 1,000. Anything I have
Woohoo!
officially closed out of TikTok, but anything over 1,000 is not from me. Goodness gracious, great world of fire. I don't know why that song's stuck in my head.
Go on. Why? I'm not in Spanish, and it's just straight to watching Spain.
Why did Trussard come off? Like,
No idea. Generally don't have a clue.
I think they replaced their entire front line. Oh, I mean, oh no.
Well, here we go. Spain linking up, and it gets scared a bit. Yep, gets boots up the pitch if you have to. Do good. Go on, Doku, whatever your fucking name is. Doku, that's it. That's the one. Sorry. It's a free kick, and there might be a sub, but it looks like done by other his actions there. Yeah, Nico Williams Jr. is coming on.
For Yamal?
I didn't even pay attention to the number, to be honest, as I saw it. No, number 21. I was,
This
I was in
Brazil.
Brazil. Whatever his name is, you know what I mean?
I wonder. I wonder if Yamal is gonna get. They're gonna go. They're gonna go false nine. Actually, Danny Olmo false nine. I think.
Oh, no. Do you know this one? Who starts first, WSL or the Premier League?
Uh, Premier League.
I don't know why, but yeah. I know there's a World Cup next year, but that's next year.
Premier League kicks off Friday, August 21st. Actually, yeah, the women are gonna be kicking off probably somewhere around that first week of September. Which is odd considering they have 4 more games that they need to shove in here
Yeah.
into the WSL calendar.
In a World Cup year as well, by the way, as I mentioned.
Yeah, yeah. Because like for me, if they were going to be starting before the Premier League, why were the fixtures not released before the Premier League fixtures were released?
Hmm.
Like how long have the Prem fixtures been out? Like 3 weeks now?
Just shy of a month, yeah. Be a
I
month.
mean, yeah, so I mean you're talking about it's been a month since the Prem fixtures have been released, and we aren't expected to get the WSL fixtures for another 3 weeks. I actually wonder if they needed to release the Premier League fixtures, release the Championship fixtures, and then figure out there's Mourinho on the sideline looking displeased. It's like he knows he's not coming in unless it goes to extra time. Um what was I gonna say? Shit.
WSL and the fixtures.
Oh, the
And,
WSL. I think they are going to be going more for um more different time dates and times. I think we're gonna see a. I'm hoping we see a little bit more spread out in days and times for WSL fixtures. Um, I mean, either way, I get to view them in the US. They're all gonna be on Paramount Plus, I believe. So not that I care, but from a UK TV standpoint, I know that that's probably something that they're trying to work around. But again, play all the games or play none of them for like the Premier. Like quit with the fucking blackout because the championship seems to be getting just as much coverage. Or if you're going to be doing a blackout, a 3 p.m. blackout, put on the WSL games during that time slot.
yeah.
Like that makes the most sense. If you want to continue with Premier League blackouts, then you put on the league that needs the most eyes on it, which is the women's league.
Uh, Brazil, by the way, the next World Cup next year for the women. And I it's nowhere near 40 teams. A little bit.
No, I think it's 32.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna look it up.
I think they are. There has been discussions potentially going down that route with the women's World Cups in the future, but not yet.
England haven't qualified for the World Cup.
I mean, we're all but qualified. I mean, we've got two-legged playoff games we've got to play. But going by the teams we've got, we're there.
32 teams competing in 64 matches across 8 host cities. Netflix will be streaming all the matches in the US and Canada.
So, Gav, we haven't qualified yet, but we are going to qualify by October. We'll qualified. We just said because we came second in our group, we have to do the playoffs route instead. Because we decided to play Spain away from home and go open sesame basically. Like I know Lamel's been injured. Going into this tournament, he's injured and all that. But since he's come back, he's been back. Yeah, I've not been enamoured by him compared to his Euros 2 years ago. His Euros campaign, there's been a massive drop off from him in this tournament. Did we overhype him too early, guys? Oh dear. Oh, Catherine's had to pop off for a sec. One thing I didn't come back to Leroy's comment about the Subway Cup and all that for a sec is when Subway's the sponsorship took when the people that took over the competition, maintaining, looking after the competition, took over, they said that they were going to do everything they could to make the tournament better for what it. No, they've done to make it worse. They've got Subway sponsoring it, so now they've got as a sandwich cup. You're basically telling the top three teams every season you're too good to be in this competition. And by the way, then keep the same format. But instead of changing the format to a straight knockout competition. So if anything, the people at the hierarchy have made the competition far less attractive and far worse. The best way they could have made that attractive is literally have it everyone involved from the get go, all knockout rounds from the get go. I think De Bruyne's getting taken off by the looks of it. Yeah, De Bruyne's getting taken off. Okay. But
I
no,
don't think he
no.
was fit enough to play for a full 90.
Yeah, that was the age.
Surprised he played for as long as he has. But I think the bigger thing is that Tielemans was not available, so they needed KDB to be playing.
Would it be England, Spain, and the USA favourites? Yeah, more likely.
I
England,
wait,
Spain.
where's the question? I need to. Oof.
Yeah, Gav. Would it be England, Spain, and the USA favourites for next year's Women's World Cup?
I think Brazil will have a very strong contention thrown up there.
Being their
One,
host,
it's their home World Cup, and two, they've actually been playing some really good football as of late. Um, and three, they're gonna want to win it from Marta. Um,
yeah,
Spain is Spain. England on its day. I if England are going to be in there and in the running for it, then they cannot have the slip up that they had in the Euros.
no.
Um, and then the US, the US is going to cause a lot more trouble this World Cup, the 2027 World Cup than they did in the 23 World Cup. The fact that me, as a lover of the women's national team, thought that they were going to be extremely lucky if they got out of the group stages and made it one step and if they made it out of the group stages they would not make it past the second group the first knockout round. The fact that I was thinking that is probably surprising to some of you or a lot of you. Like, and it was nothing against the players. I think the players were absolutely fantastic, but it had 100% to do with the manager that the US had back in
Indeed.
2023. I thought he was a piece of shit manager who he was a great club manager. I don't think he was for one season, maybe two. I don't think that makes you a good enough manager
2-1.
for ooh. I don't think that makes you a good enough manager
Yeah, Miles
for
makes the Belgian goalkeeper makes a nose up there on her plate. I don't know who's got the final touch there, but it's 2-1 Spain.
oof.
Absolute nose up from
Oh,
Miles.
I mean, he gets the initial save,
He
but
pushes right back into the danger
dude,
zone.
dude.
He literally pushes back into the danger zone. It's Mika Moreno. Oh,
Wait, he came on the
Mika
pitch?
Moreno. Literally his first touch as well.
Look at Courtois. Look at the little kid.
Didn't notice Moreno.
I didn't even realize that Mourinho came on the pitch. What the fuck, dude?
In the last 5 minutes, yeah, it was like his first touch.
Yeah. No, he had one pass. He had one pass, and it was an accurate pass. It was his second touch of the game, guys.
Mikel Moreno. Oh, Mikel Moreno. You're welcome, Spain. I like it, Gav. United's number one, by the way, just saying.
Wait. Are we dancing? Are we dancing?
Who is he?
That's Ginger, everyone. Ginger got excited because I got excited. So
Let's
now,
get to the scoreboard and make it 2-1, because
there we go. There we go.
whoa, Mikel Moreno.
Yeah.
Look at us. You've got to come up here, though. You've got to come to
Happy
me.
dog. Happy dog. Oh, let's see.
Oh.
Oh, no. Land up.
Because when you're hot, you're going to be for like, wait. It's got to get comfy first. Ready? Jump. Oh, days.
Yeah. This is not a left dog. Like yours is a left dog. Here we go.
Hi, Bronco.
Mikel Moreno.
Who's that?
He's the best that Arsenal has at the World Cup. Ole. Set.
This is what Belgium gets for running
Good
their
ball.
mouths on social media. 7 minutes, by the way. 7 minutes each time.
Lay down.
Oh, dear.
All right, I might need to dip out here so she can go OUT and get some FOOD.
Yeah.
You got a wiggly butt on you. Yeah, you do 7 minutes added.
Why are you upset, Gav?
Hi, Spencer.
Hi, Spencer. Yeah, but yeah, Gav. Why are you upset? Is it because he's an Arsenal player per se, or is it just in general you don't like Spain?
No. Chill the fuck out. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go do my dog sitting duties, everyone.
Yeah,
But
no.
you know what? Spain have now scored, what is this, like their 11th goal of the season or of the World Cup?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. But I don't know. I think they need to stop leaving it late. Otherwise, it will screw them over.
Especially they got France next.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Gav.
All right. Have a good one, everyone. See ya
Oh,
tomorrow.
the keeper got done there, but yeah, you're about to see what's happened. It almost happened anyway. The poor got the keeper out of trouble there. Like literal no man's land.
All I'm seeing is a coach with a balding spot, and Courtois looking pissed.
You're a few seconds behind, so you're about to see it any moment.
The keeper kicks it off. Belgium. Oh!
Yeah, completely gets caught.
David Raya would never. He would actually go two-footed, tackle that, punch that ball out.
Take one for the team and all that, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Take care. See you later. Thanks again. But Gav, yeah, oh, Marino rattles you that badly, does he? Oh dear. Back-to-back games though. He's come on. Within minutes of coming on, scores a winning goal. Gotta love it. Mikel Moreno. Whoa, oh, Mikel Moreno. Oh dear, you gotta laugh. Exactly, Bronco. Exactly, rent free. It's nice to know that in advance, that the season ahead, that um, Moreno has uh, that way with Gam. Anyway, later, Zoom. No worries. Take care. I'll go zoom in. I'll be probably chat to you tomorrow actually about the rugby because obviously there'll be some games tomorrow, won't there? So before our England game. You said that, Leroy, not me. Um, oh, dude, you got to laugh. If you don't, you'll cry. I swear, if Mikel Moreno played for anyone else but Arsenal, he wouldn't have an issue. But it's because he's an Arsenal player. Sure. Now, amazing how that's only a card point I've got over, but a certain England player got sent off for that, but okay. And got 2 games suspended after it. What was that I missed? I was in the group chat. Oh, okay. I don't know what you missed, to be honest. So, oh, no. Just under 2 minutes for Spain to hold on here. I gathered that, Gav. We gathered that. But like I say, if he played for anyone else, you wouldn't have an issue with him. But it's because he's an Arsenal player and what his position has come as a squad player. You've been no, he cannot do this. He can't be this good. He can't be this clutch player. No, it's happening for Spain as well. No, I'm just thankful. In one sense, I'm thankful they're not on our side of the draw. So I'm on delay. Okay. So yeah, the rugby in terms of who New Zealand got tomorrow. Zoom in. I think we had South Africa. South Africa. It's Australia. I think we've got who now. But yeah, no. Oh, it might have been South Africa. Yeah, I think we got South Africa last. We had South Africa last week and lost narrowly, but a fifth defeat by the way in a row in the rugby. But no. Steve Boffick's the man for the job coming to the World Cup next year. We need to continue with Steve Boffick apparently. I think we've got Japan tomorrow. Yay! What could go wrong there, mate? If we lose to Japan tomorrow, oh my god, I'm gonna and Eddie Jones Japan by the way, I'm gonna lose my mind because yet again it'll be another defeat, 6 in a row. Radio silence from the RFU. There we go. Full time whistle goes. Spain go through. The Arsenal player sends Spain to a semi-final of the World Cup. Oh dear. Oh, that's a nice, comfortable triple-digit win for you then. Fucking hell. With all due respect to Italy, I know if improved, 21 goes up and one, but they're going up against New Zealand. Here. New Zealand are the big guns basically. That's the one team you don't replace when you're in the position they're in. I haven't forgotten that. Why would I forget that? But yeah, full time whistle goes. Miguel Moreno sends Spania to the World Cup semi-finals. You're welcome, Spain. Thanks to us doing what we've done with him since he's come to us, he's able to do what he's done today and in the previous round. And now you've got a nice, tasty, hopefully tasty semi-final against France, and I think it's on Tuesday. By the way, England versus Spain versus France. So that's something to look forward to on Tuesday, guys. And now we're on. Get our heads down. Go off. We're going to go off in a minute and get our heads down. Get some rest in, because the big one tomorrow from England. England versus Norway. Kane versus Haaland. Tuchel versus who the Norway manager is. With all due respect, I don't know his name. Oh dear, I'm looking forward to it. Genuinely looking forward to it. Hopefully England turn up and get the result and get ourselves into another World Cup semi-final. And then we wait on who beats us there. But yeah, we'll be covering that. So I think it's a 10 o'clock kickoff in UK time. Obviously, Tom's going to be there. Catherine should be around as well. Try and get some others on as well. So, and yeah, it's got to go like about half hour before kickoff on that one. Get all the build-up going and all that. But yeah, going to be a humdinger. Absolute humdinger, hopefully. For all the right reasons, hopefully. South Africa are just that good. There's nothing we were going to do to stop them. No, in terms of losing South Africa is not an embarrassment. What is an embarrassment is the Six Nations we just had this year. That's an embarrassment. Losing prior to South Africa last week, losing 4 games in a row, then making it 5 last week, but then looking at them 4 games and who we lost against, and and then we got Japan. And I'm not sold on Bothwick. I don't know. I don't even know what he's nearly 4 years into his 3 years into his job nearly. And I still don't think he knows what his playing style is and what his best 15 is. Here we go. From the battle from Al Spencer says Belgium were cocky after beating the US. They can hold this L. No, you just motivated them. Your fearless leader, so did what he did, which angered the manager, angered Belgium in general. It motivated them beyond all means, and they just went, no mercy. You're maybe a host, but you've done the wrong thing here, and we're going to make you suffer, basically. And then they did the old. I've seen the celebration in the changing room with mocking a certain tango man, and his little dance he likes to do. I've not seen anything else on from that, but yeah. Tell me you're not bitter and twisted about telling me you're bitter and twisted. But on that note, we are going to get ourselves out of here. Obviously, congratulations to Spain. Was it again another second game that these quarterfinals? It's flattered to deceive, and most players have gone missing there. So probably happen tomorrow, knowing our luck. But no one's really standing up, going for it, and taking the opportunity, and wanting to be the standout team in these games so far. But let's just have to cross that bridge when we come to it tomorrow. Hopefully England actually go, you know what, we're going to go for it from the get-go. None of this hiding monarchy. Oh, Haaland, who cares? Sort of mentality. But, yeah, regardless, they can hold it. But on that note, we'll say I'm going to get myself out of here, go and get myself some rest and get myself ready for tomorrow's humdinger of a tie between England and Norway. Say Norway, it's basically Erling Haaland, basically. But, yeah. See you soon, guys. Take care. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on TikTok, come over to YouTube and check us out on there as well. Subscribe to the channel there. Until next time, though, guys, take care of yourselves and